Normally, Real Things is kind of a goofy, funny segment. But Ron Rivera said something today. He is a real person who said a real thing into a real microphone. So we'll still play the funny intro. But then I have a serious thought. Not really serious. A serious football thought. Everything's real. Well, hit the button.
Real things.
We're not going to be sucked this year.
Real people.
5-11, not very good.
Said into real microphones.
You know, the culture is actually damn good.
Before I get to that serious thing in the sound, Vic, I really hope that they win one of the, let's see, they're what, 4-8 now? 4-7? 4-7.
4-7.
I need them to win one game before they get to 11 losses. Because then we can have a point where they're 5-11.
5-11.
Not very good.
How would Ron Rivera say it?
I don't want to talk about it because if I answer that question, you guys are just going to blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
which
man.
actually leads me to the point. So here is Rivera today when he said, you know, we need to mature. He said as an organization, which I think is hilarious, but as a football team, as a whatever. And someone asked him, okay, well, what exactly do you mean by that, sir?
Consistency. Then understanding what's important. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not about, you know, you make a play and you celebrate that play. If it's something that's dynamic and huge and big, yes, you know, a 70-yard run for a touchdown, a huge interception, you know, those things to me are more important than doing what you should do. And so understanding the difference between that, I think is big. I really do, because it's about staying focused and being focused each and every time. And that to me is where the consistency comes. Is you can't let your mind wander. You can't lose your focus on what the task is. It's not to win the play, it's to win the game.
Vic, you know who he sounds like there?
Like your grandfather?
Like a sports talk radio host.
Oh.
Criticizing a team that specifically he sounds like Danny Rouillet.
Okay.
If you put a lot more energy into that diatribe and change the voice from Rivera to what Danny sounds like, then like verbatim, it could easily be a Danny Rouillet rant. Danny loves to be like, these guys care about the wrong thing. Like, that is a classic Danny. And I often think Danny is right when he says some of those things. I think sometimes, you know, you can scream and yell because you're just actually upset at the result. But like on this particular one, like I actually think that Rivera has a point. If only the head coach could fix it.
Yeah.
And this is my thing with Rivera. And especially, I feel like lately. Ron often seems to criticize things or talk about things in a way that make it seem like he doesn't have control over them. Like he is me, a pundit. I sit here and I talk about the game. And I have zero impact on what happens. And I remember early in the days of our show, I had a whole like thing that I wrote out, and I was like, here is the difference between punditry and participation. And I want to be super clear because people were yelling at me about, it might have been a Wizards thing, it might have been a Commanders thing, and it was just like, I'm tired of getting yelled at for stuff I don't control. So I'm going to go on this rant, and I'm going to save the link, and I did for a while. And when people yell at me saying it's my fault that something happened, I would just send them the link. And the point of the rant was, I'm a freaking radio host. I have no control over any of this. And here is Ron Rivera, a man / the man with control over the most of this stuff, talking about, I wish we did this. Our guys are doing this, and I wish they wouldn't. You have the control, man. Do you need me to get up? If you want to pay me a bunch of money under the table, I'll go on a rant about how immature these guys are. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I have integrity. I have journalistic integrity. I wouldn't do that for money. Well, maybe there's a price. Anyway, the point is, if you don't want your star corners or your starting corners celebrating and BSJ or Forbes doing his little wings and BSJ doing his lockdown after every time they make a play, when they did that all training camp and Juice has been doing it for multiple years, then why didn't you stop it? Hey, man, we don't do that here. that's enough. If you get a pick, celebrate away. I'll do the damn dance with you. Bang. Bang. That'd be hilarious. Rivera's on the sideline after BSJ makes a monster pass breakup. But if you don't want it on every one, then say something. Not to the media in a microphone. And maybe he's already said something behind the scenes and these guys don't listen, and that's a separate problem. I feel like there's probably some things they told Chase Young to do that he didn't do. And that's the problem. If players determine that you have no teeth as a coach, they will not do anything for you. And that is where we stand with Rivera, it seems like, or he just never bothered to ask and is now whining about his players in the press. Those are the two options. So, Ron, you, sir, are not a pundit. You are a participant. You are the head coach. And if you don't want Chris Rodriguez doing a little first down after he gets one, or BSJ locking it down, or Emmanuel Forbes fluttering away after he makes yet another play because he's had a good couple of weeks, then maybe you should tell them instead of telling us.
What's up, kiddos? It's your boy Clinton Yates from ESPN. It's the Hoffman Show on the Team 980. Tell your mama I said what's up.